Mother Teresa once said that the greatest poverty in the world today is not hunger, but loneliness. And she was right. We are living in the middle of a loneliness epidemic. Men today are more isolated, more disconnected, and more starved for real love and belonging than ever before. And I know this demon well because I've wrestled with it my whole life. And if that's true for the average man, it's even more true for misfits. For people who are different. For those who dare to live with conviction, with faith, with extraordinary dreams. Because the more unique you are, the harder it is to find where you belong. Today, I'll begin to share 12 lessons I've learned as a Catholic misfit after hundreds of dates and a lifetime searching for love in all the wrong places. Lesson number 1. Seasons of loneliness may be the key to truly finding God. But when we're in love, when we're happy or busy with a spouse, with kids, with chores and schedules, we forget the most important truth of all. We weren't made for this world or for anyone here. And that's the hidden danger of love. It can numb the very desire for God that loneliness reminds us of so clearly, painful as it may feel. And yes, we are social creatures, and human love can be a gift. But no matter how much we get or give, the reality of our imminent death always creeps back in. And that's the danger. If we find love, we can grow so comfortable that we stop longing for the love that matters most. And soon enough, our thoughts, our actions, our habits, our fears, our attachments begin to care more about what we need to keep this life than what we need to gain the next. Lesson number 2. Misfits who chase love in ordinary places only feel lonelier. The more dates you go on or friends you make, the lonelier you feel. You now realize that most people don't share your values or dreams. That's because you're a misfit and you're doing it wrong. You're not normal, you're niche. And yet, we're out here trying to find our soulmate among the general population. That's like searching for a needle in a haystack. And no, unless you meet 1,000 people, you still probably won't find any there. We've got to stop chasing love in the wrong place. Instead, grow into that extraordinary creature God is calling you to be. Run hard toward Him. You're passionate about sports? Join a team. Go to the tournaments. Sign up for the race. You dream of being a saint? Get involved in your church, with the Bible study, with the soup kitchen. And along the way, pay attention to who else is keeping pace. That's who you introduce yourself to. Because the truth is, the only way to find a diamond in a haystack is to stop searching in the hay. Start digging deeper into the ground, into your faith, your passions, your calling. That's where diamonds are actually made. Lesson number 3. You will never feel more alone than in the middle of the wrong crowd. For Christian and Catholic misfits, in a world where faith isn't cool, fitting in often means playing a role. At work, at school, even with friends. We chase money, popularity, titles, and love. But the more we pretend, the lonelier we feel. And even when we are true to our conviction among the crowds, constantly having to defend our principles is exhausting. What a gift it is, then, to stop defending your faith and simply enjoy it with others. That's the difference between the wrong crowd and the right one. In the wrong room, you're always on guard, always explaining, always having to prove yourself. In the right room, you can finally rest. So that feeling of loneliness may be a sign you're in the wrong room. Because searching for God in the middle of a barren desert feels very different than searching in a flower field or on a beautiful beach. And chasing Him alone or with people who refuse to run is nothing like chasing Him alongside a like-minded team. Lesson number 4. Forget the dating apps or the cold approaches in a bar. The best way to find love is by having the right friends. But most people neglect friendships while chasing romance and end up with neither. And here's a pro tip. When you pray, ask yourself who you can introduce your friends to as well. Stop praying just for yourself and begin to pray for what your friends dream about too. Deep, authentic bonds with people who share your faith and values begins to satisfy the cravings we typically think only romance can fill. Just 2 close friends can radically change your life because it teaches us to think less about ourselves and more about others. And honestly, you'll never find a higher quality match than someone friends can set you up with. They know you, and they can sell you better than you can sell yourself, because having a friend in common protects people from unknown red flags or from getting used. Besides, trust me, dates check out who your friends are, because your friends' values are likely your values. And they're not just marrying you, they're marrying your social life and lifestyle, and it matters. So stop chasing romance for a moment and invest in friendships. If you're passionate about your Catholic faith, make Catholic friends. If you're passionate about sports, build a crew of like-minded athletes. Build brotherhood and sisterhood first, and you'll be far more ready to love well when and if God entrusts you someone to start a family of your own someday. Lesson number 5. He who still has family alive already holds a treasure beyond measure, but only if he's faced the dragons that grew between them along the way. Many of us carry unresolved histories with family that block us from receiving the love that should be easiest, most pure. Maybe it was their fault, maybe partly ours. But instead of safety and warmth, family can feel like pressure, competition, or loneliness. Growing up starved of love at home makes us crave romance all the more. In truth, it's like being financially broke while a treasure chest of gold sits in your own house, locked by a curse. The gold is there, the love is there, but touching it burns. So we set off into the world trying to survive on scraps, carrying the ache of a treasure we cannot reach. Healing family wounds, whether small or lifelong, takes humility, patience, and self-awareness. But even small steps, a text, a prayer, a hug, a word of affirmation, a thoughtful gift, can begin to unlock that chest. Not every relationship can or should be restored, but with even one parent, one sibling, one cousin, we might uncover more love than we know. So instead of only praying for a spouse, perhaps we should ask, how can I mend or deepen my bond with the treasure God blessed us with at home? These are just the first 5 of 12 lessons. Share this with someone who needs it and follow along for the next 5 coming up next week.